And when the prophet that brought him back from the way heard thereof, he said, It is the man of God, who was disobedient unto the word of the Lord. Therefore the Lord hath delivered him unto the lion, which hath torn him and slain him, according to the word of the Lord which he spake unto him. 1 Kings 13:26. Hear now the hidden drama. The man of God, called back by the voice he once obeyed, now stands disobedient, and the lion rends him. This lion is nothing outside you. It is the living Christ within, the very word breathed into your imagination. When you stray from that inner command, giving ear to idle urgings, you summon the judgment of your own divine presence. The returning prophet is your awakened imagination, insisting on fidelity to the promise you first received. The man of God fell because he tasted the world's husks, forgetting the banquet prepared by the voice that called him out. See the lion not as a beast of anger, but as the guardian of your own dream. It rends only those who betray their calling. It slays the illusion of power that lies beyond the inner voice. This is the fulfillment of prophecy. Disobedience issues its own doom. Yet even here lies mercy, for through that fierce wound your true self awakens. The carcass of the old man becomes the seed of the new. From the tomb of your self-betrayal rises the resurrection. Behold the dreamer Joseph. He obeyed the vision and saved a nation. So must you heed the inner word. Let no stranger god beguile you with fleeting satisfactions. Worship no image fashioned by mortal hands. Instead, touch the unseen table set before you in imagination. Taste the wine of inner promise. Hold fast to the one whose spirit descends and remains, even in the heart of your testing. Thus this ancient scene speaks to you now. Disobedience invites the lion. Obedience births deliverance. Trust the eye that showed you your world in conception. Trust the ear that whispered your destiny into being. In that faith you will rise, the living expression of God made manifest. In 1 Kings 13:26 we see two voices within us. The true inner guide, the man of God, who obeys the one word, our I am presence, and the seductive outer voice that lures us back into sense-based thinking. When the prophet abandons his first obedience to this inner word, he hands himself over to the lion of doubt, fear, and disintegration. Psychologically, it depicts the moment you turn from your higher self to follow the pull of external opinions or sensory temptation, and in so doing you weaken and are torn by lower impulses. The word of the Lord is not a sentence on a page, but the living creative impulse within your imagination. As Neville taught, every outer event is first a mental scene carried by the divine imagination. Obedience is the sustained assumption of that scene. Disobedience, listening to the outer call, breaks the mental pattern and releases the destructive lion. In other words, your external world unravels the moment you abandon your inner creative act. This verse reveals your birthright, the power to govern which voice you obey. You possess the I am presence, the Christ within, through which all things were made. By consciously aligning with that presence, you tame the lion of fear and command reality. You are both prophet and creator when you stand in unwavering faith in your divine imagination. Begin by allowing your mind to settle on a single desire or goal that truly stirs your heart. Once you have identified this longing, craft a concise inner word or affirmation that embodies its fulfillment. Perhaps, I am the joyful writer, or I am the healed body. When the first whisper of doubt or distraction rises within you, recognize it as a temptress calling you back into the realm of mere senses, and gently refuse to follow its lead. Instead, turn immediately to your inner word, replay the scene in vivid detail as if it were already real, and continue until you feel a deep sense of peace and power within. As you persist in this practice, you will begin to observe daily events gracefully rearranging themselves to mirror your sustained inner assumption. In this way, you never hand yourself over to the lion of fear. You remain a steadfast steward of your divine imagination, welcoming heaven's creative word into tangible expression in your world.